And now, with every single one of you, a Biohazard TV production, or August Charity Marathon announcement. Hello everyone! Hello everyone, how are you guys? Welcome to the Biohazard TV. How are you? How's everyone doing? Yeah, exactly. Exciting stuff. How are you, Insanity? Spiral, Shorty, Smith, all in one mighty. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Rocking. Hello, Shooting Stars. Welcome, everyone. Let's go to this August Charity Marathon hype. I'm so glad to be here. So, thank you so much, guys, for being here, and welcome to our Biohazard TV August Marathon announcement. I am Carlos, as many of you guys know. I am your host, and along with me, I have some creepy voices on my head from Helen, our president, and Mr. Kinou Banks, our vice president. Where are you, Mr. Kinou?
Hello. I'm hiding. How you doing?
Hey,
hello, everybody.
How are you, creepy voices?
Doing good. You?
I'm great. I'm so glad to have you all here. I'm so glad to and honors for being the host for today's announcement. Yep, Kinou is right here. Who's hiding behind the Bio TV icon? Okay. So, guys, this is the announcement. Let me tell you, the stream is going to take place on August 10th, August 11th, and 12th. And we discussed it a lot. We needed a theme, and some wanted one thing, some other wanted another thing. So after a lot of struggling, and fights, we decided to get each one of the days a different theme. So, Friday is going to be Retro Friday, Saturday is going to be Indie Saturday, and finally, the Sunday, it's going to be Fantasy Sunday. I got it right. Okay, something we have different too, it's that we're going to have a different application mode. We will going to have let me check here real quick, lower the volume. Exactly, Fantasy Sunday. Hello, Eva. How are you, Eva? Eva. Shorty, welcome. So, to have a smooth marathon, we will have two kind of applications now. You will sign up like the same way, but you will apply for main streamer and also for substitutes. That means that even if you are not selected as a main streamer, you can be selected to substitute someone of main streamer that actually, if they have some problems, something or last minute things or emergency, you will be able to be up and ready for a substitute and do not have any problem during the stream. So I would really appreciate if you guys sub for that mode too. Breath, welcome, buddy. Kiki, how are you? Okay, continuing. For all the applications, we will ask for the day that you will be available and the game you would want to stream. And you will also kind of have another game, just in case the first one fails or something like that. You can pick the other game, or maybe if your game that you selected, it's selected by another one that got it first. And I call tips for Mega Man X, you know.
Okay.
Okay. Mega Man X is mine. Okay, so we will talk about our organizations that we are going to help on this marathon. You know that the Biohazard TV community is passionate about giving back to our service members, the one who fights and protects the freedom that we all are enjoys. And sometimes these guys on their duties gets wounded. You can and sometimes you can't see, like a missing limb, combat stress or depressions. for all the guys that risk everything for you, we're raising awareness and funds for an organizations that their missions is to honor and empower the wounded warrior. Can you please do the honors, Miss President?
The project we're doing today, this time, is Wounded Warrior Project.
It's the Wounded Warrior Project, ladies and gentlemen. Like the one that we have right here. I forgot to hide it, but anyway. Yeah, we will have a Q&A at the end, Samich, I'm sorry. Okay, so for that, that project has an audacious goal. They actually give the wounded service members the best they can get. Like they offer like 20 holistic programs to them and the caregivers, and it is completely free of charge. Hey, Swift. No, you don't have to be shy, buddy. You need to go ahead. We're doing this for the warriors. So all the funds that we're going to raise through these events will go directly to that project, and it will be amazing. We have 3 days planned, like always. We have the best of the best from the stream world of our community, and our goal is going to be how much, Mr. Kinou Banks?
2,000 USD.
2,000 USD dollars. You have it right there. So now that everything is announced, yep, exactly 2,000 hype, geeky. Okay, let me check. Swift. Yeah, please, Swift. If you guys can apply for streaming on this marathon, please do so. All the help that we can get, it's really appreciated. For the hashtag for the vets, exactly. Let's go. Hashtag for the... Okay, so with all said, if any of you guys have any question or anything, please feel free to ask now. Our President, ma'am, Helen, and Mr. Kinou Banks, it's going to help and answer everything. It's funny because earlier we were like talking on Kinou's stream, and Helen was like 50 minutes, 40 minutes.
Okay, so real quick, because I did see a few questions come in. The first one we saw was from Sandwich. She was asking, what applies as fantasy? Well, I mean, obviously you got your Final Fantasy, your Kingdom Hearts, like those are my main stuff that I normally go to when it comes to fantasy. But like, what else would you guys consider that? Dragon Age, okay. What do you feel is another type of fantasy, Carlos?
Diablo.
Ooh, Diablo.
Diablo, World of Warcraft, but I don't think anyone would stream that.
I don't know, it's possible we could end up with Minecraft for one of them.
Maybe Spiral can do Spyro. It's very fantasy.
Ooh. Play on words there. I see what you did there. Fantasy Star Online? Oh yeah, definitely.
There we go. Gamesville is going to stream Diablo 2 all day.
We want Minecraft. No, we really don't.
I want Minecraft. I want Kinou building a house for me.
Minecraft, I think, would more fit for the whole indie concept. At least in personally, like how I would see it for that one.
Okay. Any other question, ladies and gentlemen? Feel free to do so. We will be able to answer you as soon as possible.
You know, the house builder. Exactly, Brett. Alright, so Major Black Rose, the requirements to be a streamer for Biohazard TV follows within the categories of you have to be able to stream from your PC in any way, shape, or form. We have to use OBS or XSplit as most of the main platforms for art, so you can actually have the overlays like what Carlos has here, with the whole donation bar at the bottom, as well as like these. You don't have to have the sub counter, but that's just the way he does his things. But we do recommend having that donations bar at the bottom. the requirements for like speed-wise and stuff, we're looking for 720p 30 frames as minimum because we want to make sure you're running at 2.5 megabits per second or higher. That way it's more stable and creates a good quality for the stream.
Okay, All-in-One Mighty asked how do we apply. Actually, there's going to be all the information about applying to the charity on the Discord that we have for the Biohazard TV. Can we share
as
for
well
that?
as the as also we have the link right there showing up within the chat. It'll also be in the description itself down below as well. But the Discord section, if you guys are in it, is also another way you can actually apply for it as well. And we will, as another thing, we will have the applications open for 2 weeks. So starting today, for the next 2 weeks, if you apply, we'll be going through and selecting the actual 24 main streamers, because you guys will basically be doing 3 to 4 hours depending on what your guys' slots can be, and then the subs will be picked afterwards.
David, welcome, buddy. You pretty much missed everything. I'm just kidding.
Late, but he's not out.
Should I do it or not?
If you want to, go for it.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, 1 second. I was posting the Discord link. So David, just to catch you up to speed, we are doing the... What's the charity? Oh, okay, you're doing it. The Wounded Warriors Project, which is basically a charity organization that focuses towards the vets and stuff who actually help fight for not only for our protection, but for our freedom within all the different countries. So it's actually a worldwide charity compared to the US ones like we normally do. We are doing it on August 10th through the 12th, which each day being a different theme. We're going to be doing retro on Friday, indie on Saturday, and fantasy on Sunday. Kind of like that fantasy football, you know.
Exactly. And Mega Man X is for me.
Do fantasy football? Feel free.
Will there be a link for OBS? Yeah, Swift, we can actually post links in case people have questions, especially for the different streaming platforms, because they, like I said, there is OBS and XSplit. I do believe there actually is a new one that just came up on the market. I'll have to double check with that and see how it works.
Streamlabs put it like an OBS, right?
Yeah. There's Streamlabs OBS, which has Streamlabs built in directly. You do have to use the login information from the Biohazard TV account, though. That's the only issue with using the Streamlabs version of OBS. There's a new project if you guys have Windows, but like I said, I'll have to double check into that before I basically give you too much information. But as long as you guys focus on those main ones, so you can get the overlay, which we'll have Carlos post his little overlay thing down below, since he knows how to get all that stuff. That was kind of crazy earlier today.
Anyway, if you guys need any help about the OBS or setting up your scenes and everything, just feel free to ask on the Discord from Biohazard TV. We will be more than happy to help you guys. But do not hesitate if you want to. If you like, maybe you're nervous or you don't think you're ready for a stream. I felt the same way. I'm feeling the same way right now. But just do it, okay? Just do it for all the warriors out there. They need us.
I mean, you don't have to do cam. If you just want to do commentary, that's totally fine.
No, use cam.
Actually, have we talked to Eric yet, Helen, about doing the outro?
I've messaged him and I got Paul to remind him, but I've not heard anything back yet.
Okay, so just on the download, guys, if we can get that goal and if Eric agrees to it, we'll actually have him perform at the end of the charity. So on the 12th, he will be singing for us live. For the vets.
Exactly. So, is there any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, if you do commentary, my dear Swift, go ahead and apply for us.
And definitely do keep an eye on the Discord server itself. It's been posted a couple times within the chat. That way you'll be notified when we do live or when we actually start selecting people, because we will be contacting you guys specifically directly through that. There are a few people we will have to contact directly just because their own personal reasons, but other than that, we will hope to see you all there.
Exactly.
Oh, what games?
We will put some examples.
Let's see. Retro.
Retro, it's going to be like Mega Man X, Mega Man, all the Super Nintendo games, PlayStation 1 games, they all are retro. Or maybe TOS games.
So you got your like Resident Evil, your Spyro.
Skyrim would be a great fantasy, you're right.
Witcher 3.
Exactly.
For indie titles, basically like the small developers in a sense. Like we actually have I got in contact with a developer who's been working on a new horror multiplayer type game, and he actually gave us permission to be able to use it during our marathon. So we're gonna actually see if we can get Lord Rage to perform that one. But we'll also get like you got your Firewatch, your Gone Home, to me what I would consider Flower would be in a sense an indie game. Minecraft's considered indie as well.
Exactly. Kinou. Developers.
Developer.
Okay. Anything else? Speak now or be quiet forever.
No, it basically covers it. Just reading over the chat, guys.
Exactly. Any final words, Mr. VP? Miss President, ma'am?
Sorry?
Basically, stopping by. Who's getting married?
Who's getting married? No one's getting married.
Okay. Joey just subscribed. Oh, and I cover it. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers it up. Thank you so much, every one of you who appeared today to the announcement. I can't wait for this August charity marathon, and I hope to have every single one of you like streaming, commenting, donating. We will do everything for the vets, okay? So this was it. Exactly. This was it. I am Carlos. I was your host for today, and we had our President and Vice President, Miss Helen, and Mr. Kinou Banks. And thank you so much for having us. And I see you on the next one. See ya, Kinou. See ya, Helen.
Take care, Carlos. Have fun, everybody.
Bye.